So you're leaving this place?
That's right.
Those who are sick are now well. My work here is done. Let me ask you something. Make
Sure.
it quick. By saving a robber's
No,
life,
I
I put an innocent boy in danger. And in the end, I gave in, did what I had to, and bloodied my own hands. If I had to do it over, what could I have done different? Was I too naive to do what I did? My mind goes in circles, and I still can't find the answer. Life is nothing but a series of choices. Our job's the same. We have to decide what's worth keeping and what should be thrown away. You made a poor choice. It's that simple. There was a time when I was as indiscriminate as you.
It was 10 years ago when I started practicing my craft. I was living with my wife in a tiny village. One day, a wanted criminal came to our home. He had evaded his captors, but at great cost. His wounds were dire. I knew what he was, and still I took him into my home
Ooh,
and
that's one
tended
of
to
the
him.
biggest burns too. That's not, yeah.
I believed, much like you do, that every life was worth saving.
I actually can't blame him for being jaded.
With each passing day, his condition improved. I was filled with pride for my skills and joy for my patient's recovery. Then one day, I went off into the woods to gather ingredients for a potion. I returned to find my wife on the floor, unrecognizable, in a pool of her own blood. I had no choice but to accept the truth. I saved the wrong life. I left my village behind and wandered from town to town. Ever since then, I treat only those I choose to treat. And save only those lives that deserve to be saved. Those hands of yours can shape the world. Think before you use them. There was another who practiced his craft the way you do.
I just don't know. I still don't have the answer. What would you have done? If you're out there, can you send me some kind of message? Anything at all.
And so Alfin left Saint's Bridge behind, his heart once brimming with confidence, weighing heavy and hollow in his chest. Was I wrong to believe what I believed? What would you have done? He called out to the man who once saved him, but to no avail. His steps unsure, he set out for Orwell in the Clifflands. That's really just, man. I can't blame that dude, man. I can't. Knowing how I am, I can't find it in myself, dude. I'm not that magnanimous. I'd be just the same as he would. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The story so far. In Saintsbridge, Alfin used his talents to save the life of a thief named Miguel. But as soon as the man could walk again, he kidnapped and wounded an innocent boy. It was often wrong to believe what he believed. Was Ogun right? Are some lives truly not worth saving? I often look to the sky. Tell me, but what you have done? But there were no answers to be found, and so was self-doubt festering in his heart. I often arrived in the town of Orwell.
You know,
I've come all this way, and I feel like I found more questions than answers. You listening up there? Still no sign from me, huh? I better snap out of it before a wrong step puts me at the bottom of this canyon. Howdy. Why so glum? Oh, woe is me. My poor wife and kids are fighting for their lives. Why did this damned plague have to come to our poor village? Haven't we suffered enough? That satchel of yours, I don't reckon you're an apothecary. Reckon I am, and the plague you speak of is what brought me here. Oh, thank the heavens for once the gods smile upon us. Just
Let's
show me
go.
some my patience. I'll do the best I can. Oh, thank
Fair
you.
and well.
Pray follow me. Beg pardon if I'm just imagining things for is something the matter? You're looking awfully glum yourself. Oh, it's nothing. Nothing at all. Nah, we should hurry. Yikes. I can't let them see me brooding. At any rate, I have a job to do. Oof.
Gadzooks.
Just look at them all.
I'm coming in.
It's Ogun. What up, dude?
The hells?
Wait, that's...
Excuse me.
Before I begin the treatment, I would know a few things about you. That'll do. Sorry to pry. Now, let's see what we can do about your cough. Oh, thank you, Mr.
The name's Ogun.
Traveling apothecary of sorts. A little bird told me your village was in rough shape, so here I am. Not one but two apothecaries come to our humble home. Mayhap the flame shines bright upon us yet. How can we ever repay you?
I'll be on my way.
of.
Forgive me.
Whoa.
Thought your hands were steadier than that, old man. We
Howdy.
keep meeting, huh? Even though this is twice. You.
You.
Figured you have given up and gone home already. But it seems you're made of stronger stuff than that. Damn right I am. Take away my medicine and dog grit, and there'd be nothing left, save for a love of a good drink. If you say so. Anyhow,
Mind if we shoot the breeze?
well, with all the patience neat intended, it's good to have you around. Let's say we team up. Two sets of hands are better than one, eh? Thanks.
I
no
think
thanks.
not.
I always work alone. How did I know you'd say that? As you like, then. I'll do the same. I bet you my pictures would be better than your pictures.
Well,
That takes care of everyone. I dare say I've worked up quite a thirst. Think I hit the tavern. See you around, Ogun. The fellow gave you some medicine just now, yes? Thanks be to the flame, he most certainly did.
Let me see
It'll only
it.
take a moment. Did he give them the wrong stuff? Uh-oh. Say, Alvin? What is it, Tress? I'm feeling a bit tired, truth be told. And my back is killing me. Alvin looks like he's feeling down. I guess I should say something. As long as you're around, you'll cure any illness I get, right? Right. Because you always brew the best medicine you possibly can, right? Darn right. But your potions are still nothing compared to Ogin's, right? You got that? Hey, wait a minute. What's that supposed to mean? I pit my cures against his any day of the week. I'll show you who's the top apothecary around here. Just so you watch. Too easy.
Alfred.
You've been most industrious, my young friend. Nah, I've worked hard days, trust me. Is that so? Pray allow me to buy you a flagon of mead for your efforts. Flagon? Ho-ho, didn't see that coming. Never figured you scholar types would name for the drink. Dulling of the senses and all that. I am not opposed to the occasional libation, when enjoyed in moderation. You don't strike me as the type who'd ever get drunk. It's all about knowing when to say when, friend. And besides, I hold my spirits rather well. You don't say. Maybe we should sit down one night and have it out. Match each other mug for mug. An intriguing challenge. And we could make it even more interesting with a little wager. Alright, loser pays for both of us. Ah, good. That seems to have cheered him up a little. And truth be told, it has been a while since I've last paid a visit to the ale house. It might do me good as well. Alright, let's keep it on going. Let's get cussed out because we gave somebody bad drugs. A flagon of your strongest, my good man. Is it flagon or flagon? Or flagon? I don't know.
How are you?
Something eating away at you, friend? Oh, shucks, is it that obvious? Might as well be written on your face.
Sorry about that.
A lost love. One I'm already in midst of forgetting. If you're trying to win me over, you're gonna have to try harder than that. And there she goes. Line isn't your strong suit, is it? So I'm not the only one who needed a stiff one. Long day? Heed my words, boy. Tell too many lies, even little white ones, and one day you'll forget what the truth is.
You don't
Thanks for the
say.
diagnosis. I saw the medicine you gave the villagers back there. Sloppier than before, almost as if your heart wasn't in it.
Oh?
It gets past you, does it? To tell the truth, all this time I've been thinking. What am I really doing this for? And these days, I just don't know. I can't find an answer. Nor am I. And I wager I've been searching for a fair bit longer. You don't say. Hey.
Huh?
Is it me? Or are your hands shaking?
Afraid the answer is no.
I think you've had one ale too many. We're both exhausted, I'm sure. Get a good night's sleep. There are no answers. Not for me. Uh-oh.
Hey, yo.
Huh? Who's calling me? Who are you? Hey there,
Oh?
what can I do here for?
Well,
fever is getting worse by the hour. Hogan was
Oh.
taking care of you, wasn't he? Could he have botched the dose? Perish the thought, why Sir Urgen's 1,000 times the apothecary you'll ever be. Why, if you're so gosh darn fond of that old grump. I jest. Please, sir, I beg your help. Master Hogan's worn too thin to impose. Worn
What?
thin? Why, just today he must have dropped his tools some 20-odd times. Later, he started coughing something terrible, and then he just wandered away. That doesn't sound right.
The fact
With all the
is,
patients he's been seeing, no wonder he's tired and all. Oh, that boy's having a flash. You can't even sleep. Always the same dream. The cost with the K though. Oh. You're coughing up blood and you're saying no rest for the weary your patients are waiting? You're gonna fall over yourself. I should walk around town and see if anyone needs my help. Don't you have like a whole house full of people to take care of? There's like 7 people in that house. Is that Ogun?
you're
You saved my
too
life,
kind.
Trucker. How could I ever repay you?
Just doing my
With that,
job.
I'll be on my way. Not so
Hey,
fast, though,
Feeling
man.
all right?
You again.
What's the
What's this here
matter?
about you dropping your tools and hacking all over your patients? Not one for tact, are you?
What's the
Got
matter?
a bad case of the runs?
Afraid the
Even
answer
if I
is
did,
no.
it'd be none of your concern.
Come on
Right,
now.
whatever. Why don't I just take a quick look? Why
That'll
don't you
do.
just mind your own business? Come on, old man. Believe it or not, I'm worried about you. How touching. But look, I know my body as well as... And there you go. Good grief. You're getting a checkup whether you like it or not. Keep your bloody hands off me. I told you, I'm perfectly aware of what's happening to my... Oh, there we go again. So you knew you were about to hawk up all that blood, huh? You're sicker than a dog, and I'd be one sorry apothecary if I let you walk away untreated. Now be a good patient, here?
Ah,
Go ahead and treat me then, if you can.
Son
You
of a...
still don't trust me, you son of a... Hell's in tarnation! You're
Holy...
falling apart inside and out. Your forehead's nigh on fire. What in blazes is this horrible purple rash? It's a miracle you're even standing. How could you let yourself get in this state? Don't you get it? If you don't treat this, you're gonna die. Tell me
Hi.
something I don't know. If
What
you
the-
knew, then why? It's none of your concern. But even if I told you, what would you be able to do about it? Nothing. That's what. Forget
I'll be
about
on
me,
my
Alfred,
way.
for both of our sakes. Oof. Someone around here must know something about Ogun. Didn't he come from a place in the Frostlands? Halfin, I'm drawing you a bath. Aw, thanks. That's mighty kind of you. Do let me know if anything else I can do. I appreciate it. Really, I do. But don't wear yourself out on my account, you hear? It does no one any good if you work yourself sick trying to take care of someone else. Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself, you know. You've got a good heart, Ophelia, like no one I've ever met. Have you ever thought about becoming an apothecary? It's high time I took on an apprentice. Really? And you're asking me? Why, that would be wonderful. Of course I'd... But what am I saying? I couldn't abandon my priestly duties. I swore an oath, you see, and... I'm only joking. You've already had your trade. Though I'm pleased to know you have a passing interest in mine. She's already dabbled a little bit in the apothecary job, nothing, it's alright. Alright, house. Don't even mention food to me. I have no appetite. Ogi was muttering the name Melissa. Maybe mentioning that would get the old man talking. Soothing dust. Not sure why you'd bring up the story you knew. How do you know her name? I told you the story of how I came to choose my patients, yes? You told me you lost your dear wife. As she was murdered in cold blood by a man whose life you saved.
Aye.
But the story doesn't end there. After that, I set off on a journey. I had no hopes, no aspirations. I just wanted to help someone, anyone, in any way I could. Anything to do Melissa proud. It wasn't to be. One day, in a far-flung village, I found him. The man who murdered my beloved.
Criminy!
Criminy! He had a family of his own, a wife, a boy of some 5 summers. And I saw them together, smiling and laughing. Something broke inside of me. And so I waited till nightfall, and snuck up on the man when he was alone. And left him in the same shape he left my dear Melissa.
It can't be!
Yep. It was a strange feeling, though saving his life took days, ending it took but an instant. Human's life a fleeting and fragile thing. I fled from the village as fast and far as I could. From there I continued my journey as if nothing had happened. Funny, isn't it? None of these people know the man who saved their lives stole another. I can't bear to think of the pain and suffering I inflicted on the man's family. So I don't. But every day I ask myself, what right do I have to play God with these blood-stained hands? Time and time again, I thought of ending my own life, but I'm too much of a coward to do the deed. How many years has it been now? On my travels, my body has come to be ravaged by every plague and pestilence our realm has known. But never once have I thought of treating myself. I am a murderer, a sinner. And mine is not a life worth saving. Do you see now, Halfin? This is the answer I found. I'm feeling a bit tired. Pray leave me to rest for a while. Oof.
That stubborn bastard! Ain't there nothing in here that'll help at a time like this? Ugh, what a mess. Been too busy to clean it out all this time. Ogun is determined to die. That's the answer he's come to, after a long and harrowing journey. What right do I have to think I know better? Besides, what could I do for him anyhow? I barely manage to get by as it is. How do I even go about fixing a busted soul? I'm just one man. One small, insignificant man. Damn it all. A letter?
To my dear friend Alphen. When you find this letter, no doubt you'll be off in some far-flung village somewhere. I was more than happy to urge you on in your journey, but truth be told, I was just a bit worried about you. Worried that along the way, you'd find someone and take on all their pain and suffering as your own. You've always had a sensitive streak after all. But, should you ever find yourself losing the courage of your convictions, remember what we learned together.
Zeph.
Zeph, you're back!
That I am, Nina.
Is something the matter?
Nothing you need worry yourself about. Alf. I've always admired your selflessness. In helping others, you think nothing of yourself. In that sense, you're the best apothecary and the best friend anyone could ask for. You have nothing to worry about, nothing to fear. So go out there, Alf, and do what you feel is right. With your heart at ease and your head held high. P.S. This is far too embarrassing to say in person, so I'll just hide this letter underneath all your stuff.
That idiot. Just reading that, my face is as red as a beet. Thanks, buddy. I really got myself worked up over nothing, didn't I? I know what I need to do, and God's be damned if anyone will keep me from doing it. Ain't that right, Zeph? I'll show everyone what I believe in. Including you, wherever you are. And you too, Ogun. Just you wait. Sorry, old man. I'm here, whether you like it or not.
Alphen, how many times must I say it? Just leave me here and go on your way.
Ah, enough.
Huh?
Quit your belly aching and lie down before I have to knock you over.
What? What in the God's name are you?
So you're a stinking murderer. A sinner, huh? Great. Like I give a damn. It ain't my job to choose who lives and who dies. I ain't no god. If it's in my power to help a body, I'll be damned if that ain't what I'm gonna do. That's why I became an apothecary. That's what I believe in. There. That should keep you breathing for now.
Just what do you plan to do next?
Ain't it obvious? I'm gonna fix you. And not just your body. All of you. I'm gonna whip up an elixir that'll have you feeling like a new man. Just you wait, Ogun.
Fix me? Don't make me
But you
laugh.
laughed. He literally just laughed. Well, I dashed out of there like a man on a mission. But heck if I got the faintest idea of what to do next. I ain't never seen the likes of those symptoms.
Should you ever find yourself losing the courage of your convictions, remember what we learned together.
Come to think of it, one time when Zeph and I were studying together,
Alphen,
remember when we were small and you got real sick? We feared you were gonna die. Slowly but steadily your body cramped up until you couldn't even hold a spoon. And those terrible purple blotches, I could hardly bear to look at you. I've been trying to replicate the elixir that cured you, but to no avail. That traveler who saved you was really something else. Too bad we weren't in mind to ask him for the recipe back then, huh? Fun times, so much for remembering. Wait a minute. Couldn't hold a spoon. Hasn't Ogun been dropping his tools? In purple blotches.
I can't believe it.
It can't be. It's too much of a coincidence. Or is it? If Ogun had the same disease I had, then that means there's a cure. The same cure that saved my life. Think, Alphen, think. How did he make the medicine? Who am I kidding? I couldn't even remember my own symptoms until now.
Damn it all.
Must be in here somewhere. Think.
Great.
That should do it. You're a lucky boy, Alphen. The disease had all but taken over. You had a day or two, at best. I just happened to come along when I did, with this potion in hand. Fate works in mysterious ways. How long did I labor to brew this elixir, and from ingredients I may never see again? To tell you the truth, it was meant for another, but that hardly matters now. If it saves your life, it will have more than served its purpose. Sleep tight, son. You'll be feeling better on the morrow. Oh, what? 24. A traveling apothecary. At least I think that's what he said. He goes around the world helping people who are hurt or sick like me. Shucks, I hope I can do that too someday. So that means he's like barely over his 30s now. Still awake, are we? What's in the potion, you ask? You weren't jesting when you said you wanted to be an apothecary, were you? Very well. Who am I to refuse such an inquisitive young mind? The elixir was brewed from the feather of an ogre eagle, a fearsome beast whose wings spanned so wide they could block out the sun. They terrorized the skies above the forest of Rubeth, not far from Orwell. A boy like you would be wise not to wander there, lest you get snatched up and spirited away above the clouds. This will help you in about 10 years. Magically, with a very coincidental thing happening in the same village I very well said they come from. Alright, alright, Deus Ex Machina. And if I know how, but I remember now. Magically. All I need is a feather of an ogre eagle. And the flame take me if the forest of Rupert ain't just outside of town. Flame take me. You saved my life again, stranger. Magically.
Let's go.
Sorry. I'm gonna fix you up as good as new. In the next episode. This is Alpha signing off here. Make sure you subscribe to Podfox if you guys like to see more content. And shucks, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time, where I'ma beat up an ogre eagle. Oh yeah, feels good.